Hello. Hello. How are we all? I sound like this. Yay me. So hopefully that's not going to be happening much. How have we all been? I want to die. Oh, haven't done this in a while. I was meant to, and then I didn't, and that's all there really is to that story. Hope you've been good. I've been good, and then the last 5 or so days have been this, all this. I want to die. I'm gonna stop saying that. I don't know. Should I say that? Fuck, who knows? Hope you all been good though. I'm okay. I'm managing. Took some paracetamol. I'm good. We're getting through it all. So today, oh wow. Well, actually, instead of saying well today, let me explain what's actually been happening. Was meant to stream, or wanted to stream, for essentially the past month, and then I was busy a couple weeks, and then the other couple weeks I wasn't busy, but I said I was busy, but I'm not. But we're here now, and I thought I'm ill. I'm not doing anything else. I can't do voiceover like this. So I might as well actually kick this back up again. But I have been working on the game in the meantime. Realistically, I've only really been working on the game for the past week since the streams. So there's been like a few weeks where I wasn't working on it, but I got a lot done in the past week. So hopefully everyone can hear me as well. Hopefully I'm good. This is the right mic. It's picking up all right. Yeah, it's the right mic. Just need to check that. Just check all the settings. Good. Hang on. Oh, right. Okay. Bit bad. So, let me actually show you what's been happening. We'll jump straight into it. So, if we go to here, here's Unity. Here it is. Looks basically the same since I left it. But if I go to here, and I'll bring this over here. I have a Jira. Oh god, I'm dying. So I have a Jira. It's just a software workflow management fucking site. Words. I've used this before, but essentially it's just to track workflow. I'm using it in its most basic form, which is just creating these little tickets and then moving them over into the categories when they're done or in progress and so on. So I've not assigned any story points because they're dumb. But I have made a timeline and I do have a backlog of things. So I'm going to explain what I've actually done. So these are called epics. Fucking, I hate project management. This type of project management so much. Not even like I hate Scrum or Agile or Waterfall, that type. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just it gives a rancid vibe. Project management. No offense to all the project managers out there, but it does. So yeah. God, I thought I could go with my voice being like this, but maybe not. But essentially, so this each row here is called an epic. That's just essentially a big chunk of work. Essentially, just think of it like that. And then inside each of these are tickets or tasks or bugs or whatever they are. These are all tasks, as you can see when I hover over. And these are all done. These were done like last week. These were and are the 8 cards we decided on. The first 8 armor cards we decided on. Right now, all these in review are their finishers that I literally just did last night. And now we're next week gonna get on to the other basic boost cards, and then that's essentially the cards set 1 for the MVP or the minimum viable product or the demo or whatever we're calling it. I don't want to get too much into project management speak because I don't like it. Oh, every time I laugh it hurts, and every time I laugh I want to cough. So also there are these things called sprints. A sprint is usually in most software companies like 2 weeks, but you can technically set it to as ever long as you want. I've been doing essentially 1 week sprints. I've not been having absolutely useless meetings every day. I have not been having stand-ups with myself every day. No one's finding this funny, Toby. But essentially, you have an epic, and then you have in each epic you have sprints. This is what these are. That's the first sprint that was completed. That's the current sprint. That's gonna be the next sprint. And then in each sprint, which is the board view, this is a sprint, aka card set 1 armor finishers. These are all the tasks I need to do. So, with all that explained, even though it doesn't really need to be explained, so I've basically already done all 8 of the armor cards abilities and passives, or at least a version of them. They're nowhere near properly bug clean and completed, and especially with the 3D proper 3D is not in. It's all white box and everything right now, but just like a general vibe, because I need to put some sort of demo just for myself, a demo for myself together at some point, just to get the general vibe of the game and whether it's good. So I've got basic versions of the first 8 armor cards, which is some of the fire, some of the for water cards, and then each of those armor cards, I have their finishers, which are here, and those finisher abilities are all done. All done. Quotes. And so there's a few more tickets that don't have the. This green bit here is the epic it's in. So first set of cards, that's the epic it's in. These are not in an epic. Oh yeah, fucking not really an RPG. That was a reminder for me to talk about. It's not really an RPG. I'll get to that in a minute. So did those. Also did some quick time event stuff, which I didn't actually speak about, but I'll talk about in a minute, and some other just quality of life stuff. And that needs to be changed probably, but we'll go over that in a minute. So I will actually go over each card and just quickly what all the abilities do and what I've actually, so you can physically see what I've done. But today, after I show you what I've properly done, I'm going to work on a few things. So there's the conditions. We added, weeks ago, we added the burn, and I think we added the stun condition back then. And they were good, but there is a problem with it, and that is if multiple enemies have the same condition. So if there's 2 enemies and they both have the burn condition, only one actually is triggering the burn condition for whatever reason. And same for stun, it's all of them. So we have to fix that, but we'll fix that later because that's not really too important now. What is important is making some decisions on proper big important parts of game design. Oh my god, my voice. I sound cool like this, but man, it's not fun. Sorry. I didn't want this to be a short stream. It might have to be. I thought I could put it up there. I guess not. We're good. So, the two things I want to sort of focus on today, and technically not really an RPG sort of goes into that, is, so when the finishers are active, so all these finishers, Dragonic Strike, Inferno Punch, no other abilities or other finishers, or other boost cards should be able to be activated. So when you click on the finisher card to activate it, there's a little quick time event, which I'll get to in a minute, and then you just have to press the attack button for the finisher. You can't activate, you shouldn't be able to activate anything else, and in code we need to make sure we can do that. I've already sort of done it, but I wasn't quite sure what it needed to be. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to activate some other abilities but not others, so we need to set in stone, for now at least, that no other abilities or cards can be activated when a finisher has just been activated. And then the next thing, which is maybe the thing I want to do first after I show you all the stuff, which relates to not really an RPG, which I'll just delete now, is that update the player so that the elemental group can change the power. So what this means is, if we open up, we need ways to increase and decrease the power of attacks by different groups, aka the different groups being fire, water, earth, and then like dark later on, and not just the player power. We discussed player power when it came to Flame Fist, because Flame Fist's passive was that it had a percentage chance to increase the player power, because the damage is times by the player power, and that's and then you get the final damage. But we need some more stats, and this is where not really an RPG comes in, because I've been thinking about it, and I've been describing the game. Let me get up very quickly. I've been describing the game. If I go to the game design documents, the stream friendly, we'll go to the stream friendly one. Third person, tick. Action, tick. RPG, deck builder, yeah. Nothing, even in this plan, really screams RPG to me. And right now, that is a problem for me. We don't really have stats, apart from player power. And all the individual cards, stats. But like, we don't actually have, like, a character's based stat. We don't even have EXP. Because in here, when I talk about health and things like that, I said we're not really leveling up, or I sort of play with the idea we're not leveling up, but when I've sat on it a bit more and thought about it, I think we do. So the plan is, eventually, probably after I do the cards, and maybe after I do some of the scene leveling and enemy, definitely after I do the enemies, because we need to get the enemies out of the way. I'll figure out how everything's gonna power, scale, and level, because I think that's quite important. Because I do want to make it more of an RPG. So yeah, and the bit about elements and the elemental stuff. The only reason I actually remembered I needed to do this was because in the backlog, which of the stuff I needed. So the next sprint, so next week, hopefully, there's 2 cards here. Oh, am I missing cards? Maybe. Let's. Oh yeah. Let's set these 2 in review. Instead of done, even though that, so we did do shield power and bandage 1 before I did my weird month hiatus. Anyway, Flare Boost and Aqua Boost. These are basic boost cards. However, what they do is they increase the attack and decrease the cooldown for fire-based armor abilities. I didn't really think about that, and I didn't really plan for that. Like code-wise. So when I was creating the sprint for next week, and all the tasks I need to do for next week, I was like, oh shit, yeah. I didn't really, when I was creating the abilities and the system, I didn't really think about that. So in this week, because basically I've done most of the work for this week in a day, because the sprint ends on Sunday basically. I've got the rest of the week. Let's do this stuff. So that's something I think we need to think about. But enough of me rambling on. I'm gonna show you, actually properly show you, what I've done. So let's go into the game. And what we're going to do very quickly is we are going to... So... Draconic Knight and Strike. Should have done this beforehand, never mind. And then... Flame... I'll try not to sniff in the mic, I'm sorry. Flame Fist and Infernal Punch. So, we already saw, basically, the Draconic Knight armor card. It's they're all flashing. That's basically the same. Its passive, which was... What was its passive? Let's actually have a look. Draconic Knights. What was its passive? I should remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gives the condition, I think, if an enemy hits us, there's a percentage chance that it will give the condition burn. But we should see its finisher. So here's the finisher card. Let's enlarge this. Here's the finisher card right here. Oh god damn it. And here is the quick time events. There we go. And then it shoots a fucking big... And then that's the finisher. So basically, I was sort of inspired by Final Fantasy and that sort of... Sorry. Final Fantasy. Ignore the errors, I know what those are. And those aren't important right now, because they are for the enemies that don't matter. Oh yeah, this. There's so much I've added. I didn't actually think there was that much that I added, but realistically, there's like 16, 17, 18 things I've added. Anyway. I might have to stop after every hour at least, just so I can rest for a moment. Yeah, so here's the actual. Oh yeah, and it follows the mouse now when I hold left click, which does make aiming a bit tricky. But these purple things, this is bio. This is what turns into draw power. So I hover over it, and then you see the draw power in the corner here. Increased by, I think it was 100. I just set it to. Yeah. So, I think. Yeah. So Q is Flame Fist. And you see the countdown happens, or the cooldown, and then if I press this, so basically how this works, how the quick times work, I should explain that. for each group, so for each element, so fire, water, earth, air, yada yada yada, there's going to be a different type. So for fire, it's this bar, and you have to hit it in the green area. This is the first basic version. Later on, it's the green area is going to move, and it's going to be quicker, maybe, and it's going to be tweaked. It says Q, so that's the key you have to hit. And the key you have to hit depends on what slot it's in. So for Draconic Knight, it was left mouse button, and so it'll always be that. So what that does basically, right now, what it does is if you hit it in the green area, it's each boost card or each boost card has an enhance value that's only used for enhancement type cards. And the enhanced value gets timesed onto the damage, similar to like player power. So if you hit it in the green area, it times this by 2, and then if you hit it in the red area, so if you fail, it gets times by 1, which does nothing, obviously. Or at least it doesn't increase it by that much. But on their own, the finishers should be more powerful, even if you do fail the quick time event. It's just if you succeed the quick time event, you'll get more power. I was thinking, and what will I say? Later on, what will happen is the closer to the green area you'll get is there'll be more. So it's not a hard set 2 and 1, or it won't be. But anyway, that's Draconic Knight and Infernal Punch. There's no animations for Infernal Punch, but basically what Infernal Punch does, I'll show you with fresh enemies, because they sort of went away a bit too quick. Oh no, I failed. Right, and then if I hit them, it gives them the burn condition and damages them a lot more, essentially. So yeah. Oh, while doing that, actually, though, I wasn't going to show you all of them. Yeah, screw it, let me show you all of them. I might as well. Until I get bored, at least. Right, so next up is Irritating Ant and Burning Fire Ants is the finisher, and then Rattling Snake and Fire Fang. Save that. These two are some of my favourite abilities, even in this basic version, because they look really cool. So, let's get Irritating Ant out. And so its ability is fuck. No, I think I fucked it up. What is wrong? What is wrong? Oh, it's going to Burning card. Is Burning Ant? Why is Burning Ant true? Well, there's a bug. I thought it was okay, but it's not. Okay. So basically, what it's meant to do is there's a big ant, and it will try and find an enemy, and then when it finds one, it goes towards it. But then if it finds another enemy, it will split into a medium and a small. And then if it finds a third enemy, the medium will split into 2 small. And that's as small as the ant groups will get. And then they'll go onto an enemy, attach onto an enemy, and then deal them damage every second. Here there's an error, but I know why. Because the Burning card, so it's doing the finisher ability instead of the main ability for some reason. That's because Burning Ant is true when it shouldn't be true. Okay. Let's have a look at the... We're going to fix this now because I need to. Prefabs, abilities, large is large, medium is medium, and then it's neither, and then... okay, let's go back into the game then, and then... and then... let's pause. And let's go into here. Ooh, you're ticked as is Burning Ant, and you shouldn't be. So where are you being ticked? But you're not being called is. Burning is true. Yes, so the only place it's being... let's actually check the ant manager. Whoops, I mean the ant manager, there we go. Oh, so it's probably... Why is it going in... Okay, so let's go into create ant, and then let's go into... irritating ants. So it is prefab, spawn position. So prefab, and then that's effectively spawn position. Should be defaulting no. So if we go to ant manager... and then go to sorry. So go to Ant Manager and let's go into here, so we can see what's being passed in. Let's do that, and then we'll attach to Unity, and then we'll see what's happening, and then I'll show the ability proper. So basically, in irritating ant, it should just be creating normal ants, and so that bool is burning ant shouldn't be ticked. Its finisher is burning ant should tick the ant's entities is burning ant boolean, so it does slightly different things. So let's have a look. So large ants, yep. Spawn pause, yep. Burning ants. Faults, good. Have I just messed? If burning ants is faults, yeah. And then we go into is. Go into here. Oh, I think I know what's gonna... Yeah, so... Wait, go back to Ant Manager. Yep. If I go to... Is burning ant, it's false. Yes, and so... If is... Yeah... So now we're in split because we just split. So create ant. Okay, yeah, I think I know what's happened. Yay! Let's do this again. It's in the splitting of the ants. Should really try that again. How's everyone been anyway? Oh, okay, my voice is getting a bit better. Hope we're all good. Yep. Right. So it's gonna go here first. Well, it's only gonna go here. So in create ants, we want medium. And then I just have to set those to false because we're not splitting ants in burning fire ants. So I know what to do. Right. So basically, in burning fire ants, they don't split. They're all, there's 10 small ants in burning fire ants, and they just latch really quickly and do a lot of damage. Literally just that, and we'll do it for all those because they don't split. There we go. That should fix. Now let's see. Yeah, I know object reference is not in the blah 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 blah. Whatever. So I'll just remove all those. There we go. Oh, look at you now. Yep. There we go. Damages. It stuns. Like this is the error before where it's not stunning all of them. It's only really happening to 1 or 2. It's dealing damage. And then it lasts, I think, how long does it last for? Like 4. There we go. And then they go into searching mode again, where they go in basically circles. So if I click there, oh no, oh wait for the cooldown. If I click that, it's going in searching mode. And ooh, is it not detecting the enemy? It's probably because he's on a list. Not perfect. Still need to go through proper bug testing with this stuff, but this is the basic ability. Why did I do that? I should show you the burning ants ability, which is just a shit ton of ants who will go. So basically, if an ant is already on a target, they won't go for that target. However, burning fire ants will just pile up. And then click again. Oh, and then they're all going for targets, and they take them out instantly, and then they go for those targets. And there we go, and then they go in big circles. I like these. And then these stay for like 40 or 20. I think these stay for like 20 seconds. The other ones stay for like 40 seconds or 30 seconds. And then I have to close and open again for Rattling Snake and Firefang. Rattling Snake being the armor card. I love this armor card. It's so good. Right, press space. Let's enlarge. This is my favourite. A little line renderer with a little sphere. It just like latches on, imagining it's like a little snake. I like that. And it randomly selects an enemy that's in range. And then if we Firefang, it bites all the enemies and deals them and gives them the burn condition. And they don't have the burn. They have the burn condition icon, but they don't actually. They're not taking damage because the bug. But that's what that does. And that's all the fire cards basically. All those errors are just for the rough enemy capsules, but I don't need to fix them because the enemy capsules are going to be gone and fixed when we do the enemies. So I don't need to worry about those errors. Right. Okay, 40 minutes in. Yeah, we can get through the other abilities very, very quickly, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do next. Right. So, Pirate, Captain, and Bullseye Patch, and what's Danger Shark, and From the Depths, I believe. There is also an error with the enemy's capsule color, because if they die when it's red, it will just stay red. I know how to fix it. I don't need to fix it because it doesn't matter, because I'm gonna change the enemies when we actually meet the enemies, like I said before. Anyway, we saw this guy. He shoots. He also actually now shoots where you point. So the pointing is a little bit off. Bullseye, and here is also the what do you call it? The water quick time events, which is, oh god, here we go. It's timed, this one, so I have to do this in 3 seconds. Right. No, I failed. But it's a key combination. But what happens here for like 40 seconds is really fast heat-seeking or enemy-seeking missiles. You have to sort of get into their radius, so I just see it sort of curving round. Not perfect again. Oh, and also the passive for this guy is he attracts the bio, because it's a pirate and he takes treasure, and the treasure is you draw up. I really like that. I thought that was cool. So I like that. Next up is Danger Shark. Oh, press Q. When you run over an enemy, you deal damage. You saw this last time, but it didn't do damage. And also, from the depths now, let's just fail, and then press Q. And they all, or some of them get sent to the middle here. So I had a bit of trouble getting this working, but I'll show you what it does. So basically, a big sort of like water funnel is meant to appear like that, sort of did, and bring all the enemies into the middle. The final version, it won't bring them into like the dead center of the object, but I did it for now because I was having trouble just getting it working. So let's do. There we go. And then what should happen is an automatic animation will just send the shark, I think, going back and forth. Or maybe we'll take control. I'm still actually not really quite sure how I want that to look. But that's basically the general vibe. And that's all I need to know to make to decide whether this is actually a fun gameplay mechanic or not. Next, I keep closing when I need to change the cards. I need a better way of changing the cards out of game, because it's just relying on the save slot right now. So next is Water Wave and the Drown, I believe, and then Chill Ice and Cool Up. These two are fun. I like these. Right. Hope we're all doing well. I hope also I'm not ignoring anyone in YouTube chat. Where is... Oh, yeah, here. Move that way. No, I think we're all good. And I think also we're still going, which is good. Yeah, we'll go for a break when it hits the hour. Let's do Chill Ice. When you press left shift, it creates these areas that slow them down and give them the freezing condition, which is like the burning condition, but does cold damage. And so they sort of slow down on the ice. And then when the ice disappears, they're back to normal. Cool, I like that. And then cool up is a big area, and it does something else as well, and I forgot. Oh, it stuns and freezes. And they are slow moving. And also does damage on initial hit. Because it's a legendary card, it needs to do a lot. And then this area will go away soon as well. And when it does, it will go. There we go. They go back to normal. Now this is one of my favourites. Water wave. Right click. Oh no. Was it? Space. It was space. Bam! It creates a big water that shrinks and then can shoot out, and it damages. And then it gets deleted, and then cooldown, and then that happens again. Damages. I just realised it's a really fun ability. They get knocked back, and then you can like damage people. It's so great. And then you have the drown, which I sort of forget what happens. Oh yeah, it grows, and then anyone in this area is slowed. Oh yeah, they're slowed, and then for God's sake, slightly broken. It's meant to explode and deal lots of damage. What's slightly wrong here? Oh yeah, because it killed some of the enemies, didn't it? That's what's wrong. So fix this bug, but that's basically all the card abilities. And you saw the freeze condition, which is basically like the burn condition. If right, so if enemy doesn't equal null, just do that, please. If it does equal null, Sodom for now. It'll probably create a new error, but there we go. Should fix that. Water wave, please. There we go. And then let's do that. They're all slowed, but the start and then. Oh, doesn't kill them, but. Oh, that's an interesting issue. We'll fix that later when it probably comes to the other stuff. But basically, that's all the abilities. Don't know what happened there. And that's all what we're working with the demo. I think you can create some interesting combinations maybe with that. And there are other cards to come, the other basic boost cards. So we'll see. I might add some more cards to the demo. We will see. We'll see. Who knows? So right, 10 minutes, and let's decide what we're gonna do. So let's start first by migrating, and let's remove all these because I've been wanting to do this. Let's start by migrating all the actual stats and data into Player Manager from controller. And let's also slim down this because there's only going to be one finisher active at a time, for now at least. So this will just be the enhancement slot rather than the body enhancement slot. And base player power and player power, these will be moved into Player Manager. And then we can think about other stats yeah, because I think I want to do the stats first before I start messing around with what you call it, with what's in our plan. Mess around with stats before, mess around with the finisher ability stuff and things like that. So yeah, I think we should do that. And then it says other stats in the XP, because I'm not even quite, like, maybe I have like speed stats that can actually be leveled up with EXP. I do have there is a speed stat here. It's probably in, oh yeah, base speed. I should probably actually put base speed in here, because yeah. And then all the, maybe player managers and player controllers, that especially with Unity, they can intertwine a little bit too closely, especially when it comes to things like speed, because realistically that's just down to preference. There isn't a right answer, really. I'm definitely going to put player power and the other elemental, fire water stats in here. I think about speed, and I'll think about other stats, and then EXP and things like that will come way later. If speed does go in there, I'll have to remove change player power, probably. Oh yeah, I'll definitely move change player power, but then maybe change player speed would go in here. Although it could just call a stat, get the stats from here. I think it actually change player speed is, I don't know. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. But I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, also in review, basically. So there's to do, which is to do. In progress is I'm working on it. In review is a little intermediate step, which if you're working solo, you don't really need. But I created it because I sort of, after I've done the work, I sort of want to go back and look at it at sort of the end of the week and just make sure it's all good. Or at least I'm happy with it at the stage it's at. So I did it for those. Yes, that's why in reviews there, and that's why they're not in done yet, even though they're done? Question mark. So so after first, let me bring up. So I haven't actually updated this document. I've updated it on my end. I haven't updated it in the stream friendly game design documents. This is actually quite behind. But first set of cards is, I guess, in progress. And then afterwards, we're going into mission and scene managing. That's the next big chunk of work. Don't know how many sprints it's going to be, but we've already got some tasks in there. Being scene loading, player mission UI, and mission manager, getting all those properly in. We've got like the very bare bones just to load into that basic level, but we need to start actually creating the level system for it. And that's going to be that. And then the third one, what's the third? Oh yeah, introductory mission design. That's where we're starting to leave coding, going a little bit into mission design. So we're going to leave Unity a little bit. Well, we won't leave Unity. We'll leave the programming side, and maybe get the whiteboard. The whiteboard is clean. The whiteboard is completely clean. Nothing in the whiteboard. So yeah, so that's when we're going to get into the less coding stuff, and then yeah, I did that above enemies because I need to sort of plan what the enemies are going to be for like the first level, the first mission, because I'm not settled on it yet, and that's where I'm going to plan for the enemies as well, and then we'll make the enemies, and then it's going to be a whole chunk of art, and that is going to be the real challenge, learning art. So that should be good. I actually can't wait for the art bit because I'm still a bit shy when it comes to programming in front of like, you know, camera, I guess, or in front of the screen on Twitch. And a bit of sort of like, I know it's shit. But me saying I know it's shit doesn't make me feel any better. But I know I'm bad at art anyway, like, and I've properly accepted that. Not that I think I'm shit at actually coding. It's just, you know, I'm sort of half-arsing everything right now just to see if this is a worthwhile idea. But art I'm happy for, and audio. We'll work on audio. We'll try and do one like proper like 4-minute song, I think, as well as just general mission audio, I think. And then the conversation system, I haven't even thought about that. I need to write dialogue. That will probably come in introductory mission design. In fact, so we don't forget, create a ticket for it. Mission dialogue. There we go. We'll add it to mission segment. There we go. Okay, right. So with that, I'll leave you with this timeline view. I'm gonna go on a quick break. I'm gonna rest my voice very quickly. We'll be back at the top of the hour, roughly. Be back soon. Should I go to intermission? Let's have a look. What's intermission? I've not just for a while. No, let's go to be right back. Right, thank you. Back in a bit. Bye bye. Hello, 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 hello. I'm back. Hello. Oh, so coughing again. Lovely. I've been listening to 2 songs recently. How are we all doing? Sorry, I've been listening to 2 songs recently, and I've always sort of wondered if can I play them on stream? Will they get me? Because they're from games. One's from. It's 2 games I've never played, and I'm sort of interested in playing them. One's Storyteller from Guilty Gear, and one is We Are As One from Bayonetta 3. And I've... there you go. Ooh. And I've just been listening to them, sometimes on loop, when I've been doing work and this work. This work is in like game development, and it just I don't know, but I know I don't actually know what Twitch's guidelines are, especially YouTube's guidelines for like playing songs from games, like out of not playing the game. Let's have a quick look. So Twitch playing music from games. No, no, music guidelines. For writers of music, music license. Yeah, I know. Well, I like just in games, like a game soundtrack. No, I don't know if I can play them. So I've gone down. So I'm on Tumblr now somehow. What's this? Game. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, they're copyrighted. So I guess I can't. Oh, whatever. YouTube will probably be somewhat okay with it. Anyway, let's go. Sorry for that little intermission. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to the board view. So, we are. What was that? It was. I felt a sneeze coming on. I was like, hold on, and then my body just did a jerk reaction. Bloody hell. I'm okay, I think. Who knows? Jesus Christ. Ah. My nose is really itchy. Sorry. Anyway, we're going to do stats. We're going to do the elemental groups. We're going to do that type of stuff. Player power. We're going to migrate that all over to the player manager. That's what we are doing. So let's do it. Well, yeah, in here. I'm a little brain dead, but that's fine. So, we don't actually really need to be in here. We need to be here. So, first of all, that's just a little wrong, but there you go. That's with interesting. Interesting. Anyway, sorry. One thing at a time. Come on, Toby. So we want player power. Player power is the main thing I think we want here right now. So. Do we just put base player power? In player manager? Or do what do we do? What do we do? I want to get you up quickly as well. What do we do? Let's put both in. So, okay, let's think about it like this. So player power is always set to 1 at the start of each mission. Like player power like resets. That the thing with player power, it's not something that will, I think it's not going to be something that will always scale. Oh, should it? Because if we're adding in other stats, like, should speed increase? This is game design. Yeah, this is actually. I need to make a decision. I would ask what you would think. Hey, if you're watching this in the future, comment what you think. Because fuck, I'm stuck. I'm gonna make this a short. What would you do? Player power. Would you make it a thing that kind of resets that at the start of each level, so it's back at 1 and then you increase it in that level? Or would you just make it be like an actual like RPG stat and it levels up over the entire game? Watch the streams for more context. There you go. That's your fucking YouTube short TikTok. I'm gonna write down to remember to make that. There we go. So either way, for now, either way, right now we're just worried about whether we're bringing it over into the player manager or not. Of both of these, definitely base player power. But do we want player power? Well, so here's the thing. If we are making it a thing where it resets, we need base player power. If we're doing it, if we're making it so that it doesn't reset, we don't need base player power, really. We may need previous player power, and previous player power can definitely go in the controller. Previous player power doesn't really need to be in the manager, I think. Yeah. Hell, if we have a previous player power, that can be like unique to just a few scripts. So like a few abilities that change the player power. So like Flame Fist, that can log the previous player power and then change it to what it was. Granted, if other things raise the player power in the meantime, we're going to have to increase the previous player power as well. But that doesn't really matter. That will come up anyway, regardless of what we do. Because if two things increase at two different times, we need to know what the previous one was, maybe, if it goes down. But even then, player power doesn't really go down. However, the thing with player power is, during missions, like the passive ability of Flame Fist is to increase it by 0.1. And so if you could potentially get ridiculously high player power after the whole run of the game if we don't reset it. This is... Let's... This would be a very good chance to ask if anyone was in chat, in either chat, whether that's YouTube or Twitch chat, what you think. Oh look, there's no one. Hence why I asked before. Yeah, I don't want to spin a wheel. What do I do here? So I'm just messing around with Streamlabs. We know. Okay, we know definitely base player power, which may just be called player power at some point. Do we move both? Sod it. Let's move both. And for now, we are going to keep it as it resets, with the idea in the future. I know for a fact that I want the elemental stats to increase over time, because what am I looking for? Because if you go back here to the backlog, like flare boost, it would just increase and increase the attack and decrease the cooldown for fire based armor abilities. That would just increase that fire elemental like stat by some amount, by however we're gonna do it. But that will only be for however long this happens. So let's change it to for fire armor based abilities for a certain. Shut up. Shush. For a certain amount of time. Let's first stop that. It's gonna be for a certain amount of time. We know that. The thing is with, I guess with, I'm gonna sneeze again. Okay, I'm not gonna sneeze. Jesus Christ, I'm ill. We'll save that. Thinking about it again with the player power and the flame fist and its passive increasing the player power, we can just reset at the end of the level. We can take however much it's been increased by. We can so when we're increasing the power in the level, if any other abilities do that, we can track how much it's increasing by in the level, then reset it, and then we can still have a progression over the course of the game, and we can still increase player power via EXP through the course of the game, and also through each individual level, and still have it reset after each level. Just have it reset. That's what we can do. That's what we can do. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Sorted. If anyone's just joined us, I've had a big decision of whether I'm going to be moving player power to the manager or the controller, if that makes sense to anyone. Because I just want to move all stats, all like player stats, strength and speed, all to the player manager from the controller, because it makes sense that they would be in a manager managing, statistics rather than controlling them. Because I've had them in the control for a while now. Also, I'm sick, and I decided to do this when I'm sick, and I don't normally sound like this. I'm dying. I'm sorry. This is where we're at, though. So, right. What am I doing? Yes, moving these over. So, what we are going to do. So, let's go back to here. And let's write on here. Do we write it on there? Oh, are we good? Cool. Okay. Oh no! Stop! What was it? Sorry. Whoa! Love that. Streamlabs, brilliant. Also, it's not showing me my view. Is it? Oh, fantastic. No, I don't want to edit. Stop! Stop clicking, Toby. You're making things worse. Okay, back up. Bring it back. You're delusional. You've taken medicine. You're good. Okay, everything's back to normal. Cool. Right. So what we are doing. The plan currently. Let's put it in here. We also want to put player power in the game manager and have any to power, any increase to power during a mission, any increase, or we'll do increase or just to power during a mission, reset afterwards, but player power will increase, will permanently, however you spell that, shush. How do you... No, how do you spell permanently? No, my spelling, it's fucking shit. Will... I'm just gonna keep like that. Will permanently increase with, we'll just do EXP. Yeah, that's fine. Who cares about spelling mistakes? Fuck 'em. Ill. Okay, we're good. Update the player. So let's just change this title to update the player contract. There you go. Brilliant. Okay. Right. Breather. Took us, what, 20 minutes to decide. I need to shave. I haven't shaved in ages because I'm disgusting. I say so. I need to trim, shave, whatever. Right. That brings us to so I'm just checking things out very quickly. Cool. Okay. Okay then. Right. See you there. Okay. Only took us 20 minutes to decide what we want to do with the stats. So let's have these two. We're probably going to change base player power into player power, and then maybe in player controller change. Oh, okay. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll change player power into we will I'm thinking what I want to do. Okay, yeah. So this is the one that actually gets changed because there's like 11 fucking references to it. So we'll change this to I don't want it to be current player power. Let's change it to mission player power, and then we'll move this into here, and then we don't need a base player power anymore. We just need to reset it to what it was after the mission. Then we'll make it public, and then we'll make it get set. We'll make it a property. I do actually, yeah, I do also want to see it in the inspector, to be fair. So there we go. So this has broken a bunch of things, but that's fine. To be fair, this doesn't necessarily need it can be a property, to be fair. Okay, right. Let's go back to Unity and fix all the broken stuff. So first of all, there's actually not that many. It was not actually that used that much, to be fair. So I'm going to put a reminder just to maybe change that. But for now, we will game manager.instance.player. That's another thing actually we need to decide on. I have player data, which I think I might get rid of and just convert that into player manager fully. I don't actually think there's much in what is in player data. That's fuck's sake. There's player data. Draw power, and then capturing and restoring the state of the data for the draw power. Yeah, that can be moved in. Draw power, or yeah. So okay, what are other stats that are already here and other bits of data that can be moved into player manager or could be moved? Speed could be. So we already do in player power. Speed could be. Speed probably needs to be if that's something if we're not really intending on increasing speed in a sort of like EXP way, like a leveling way. doesn't actually really need to be in Player Manager, I don't think. Draw power. That's a stat that needs to be. Because that's going to be saved throughout the whole... That's not going to be reset or anything. That's going to be, like, carried over from mission to mission. And arguably, your card collection and your deck list. I know we've got managers for them. And I think we're going to keep them like that. Because there's a lot of other just random junk in those scripts. Let's say random junk. There's lots of other bits of code in that script that actually manages the deck. And the deck isn't the player. The deck is an aspect. The deck is like an item the player has. Yeah, no, we'll keep those separate. But draw power, I will integrate, I think, from play data, and then get rid of player data. Because I will say, one thing I've hated doing is the game manager object has been getting fucking too big. I hate this. I really hate this. Especially QuickTime. I don't really like QuickTime. QuickTime Manager doesn't need to be there. I put it there so it's easy to access through the game manager. But it kind of needs to be there. But yeah, play data can go. Card database manager, card collection manager. These can all be simplified. Level manager does kind of need to be there. This being a savable entity, yep, understandable. Core manager, obviously. Yeah, so we're gonna try and trim this by a couple scripts, but anyway. So I want player manager, and then base player power. Am I? I'm being an idiot, am I? Oh, it's just player power. We changed its name. Yeah. So the reason I think I'll maybe change this is because depending on what happens with our scene loading and like mission manager stuff, I may put that stuff there. I may tweak it, but for now, just because we don't have a mission manager properly yet or anything, I'm gonna keep just this here in its initialize. Even though we don't actually, no, we do actually kind of want it there, because even in like the main hub world, we may want to be able to use our powers, and then we'll need player power for that probably, because there may be like test dummies in like the hub area. Okay, keep it like that. What was the other issue? In player control. Oh yeah, so change player power. The only thing is I've seen arguments for both. No, player control should be strictly about like you as a player's actual physical input into manipulating the player. So things like the actual keyboard and mouse and like movement. So this will go in the player manager, which is going to make a lot more things unhappy, but fuck it, I guess. So, okay. First of all, base player power will just be changed to player power. Oh, hello, not Silver. How are you? Hope you're good. hope you're interested in what's happening here. I'm right now deciding on really boring stuff for a game I'm making. Yeah. Hope you like it. Oh, what you got there? Would you help me with a problem on my edge function? What's your problem? Yeah, tell me your problem. I don't really do web stuff if it's a web thing. It doesn't insert the data on the column. Can you give me a little bit more? A little bit more than that? Yeah. What type of thing are you doing? Oh, my voice. Yeah. What is my Discord? Shit. Every user get a different targets. Insert data on the column. Let's think. Interest. Okay, logic's right. Does works on the logs, doesn't it? I haven't done much of this. I may not be the best person to help you out with this. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I do hate the ones that always logically it works, and especially in the logs, but not in that. Yeah, I like I said, without seeing that, like if you how can I? Is there a way I can send my Discord without it going public? Because I would like to try and help out and see the code here. But apart from that, I don't know how much I can help with that. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, there are whispers, aren't there? Yeah. Where's ugh. Sorry if anyone else watching, if this is boring. Do I have? Can I not do a whisper? Why can't I do a whisper? Why can't I? Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can. Cool. Oh, you've turned on block whispers from strangers. So I can't whisper to you. That's why. We'll do that. There we go. Everyone else doing okay? Ah. Try and whisper to me. I don't know if I've got whispers on or off. I'm sorry. Right, let me know. Message me. See how that goes, and I'll let you know, or let you know my Discord or whatever. Where was I? Oh yeah, this. Change player power. Moved it over into player manager. Let me know if it's sent or something as well. You think okay, I can send you now. Oh, lol. Yeah, I think that's just my username. Send it. I'll look at it properly after the stream, just so I can focus on this. But thank you. Don't be afraid to follow as well. I'll try my best to message you afterwards. But thank you. Like I said, I haven't really done much of that stuff. It sounds like you're doing, but I should be able to take a look at it. But thank you. Right. Where am I back to? There we go. Okay, we're friends. Right. Yep. I'll check it later. But thank you. Thank you. Okay, after all that. Where are we at? Okay. Oh, nearly 2 hours gone, Jesus. Okay, let's try and get this one ticket down then, quickly. I'll check it after the stream. Yeah, I'll message you after the stream and check it then. I'm stopping streaming like a couple hours anyway, so. Don't worry. Right. Okay. Let's actually get back to this. Change player power. So, this is going to be interesting because we're changing the player power, which is now mission player power, and we were adding on base player power, or changing it to or from base player, things like that. But it's changed slightly now. So change player power will be either change player power will be just for this player power, or and then we have another variable, maybe another function, sorry, in here or in here for changing the mission player power. Yeah, we should probably change the mission player power in here, maybe. Uh. Okay, so I'm also thinking about like increase and decrease power and whether are we having anything that will decrease the player power? Maybe. The enemies could have buffs. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, the enemies could have like throw debuffs on you that will decrease. Yeah. I say that's a potential in the future, so I think we should keep decrease. But we don't want to decrease it. Well, here's the thing. But if we... This player power will never decrease. Because the player power that's in the player manager will never decrease. Because this is going to be the one that's going to be leveled up via EXP and like carry through the whole game. The mission player power is going to be the unique one that can go up and down within missions. I think, says the person who's making the game. So, where are we at? So, with that in mind, we don't even need to check for the... Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to add this in here as well. Change mission player power. We're not going to need to... let's change this to increase player power. Hey, who's that? Feedry? Sorry, I don't if that's how you pronounce the name. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Come on. Yeah, so we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need increased power. Yeah, and all these hard-coded values of 2 we don't need. We're just needing... We literally, actually... All this is fucking gonna be... now that I think about it... Is gonna be... all this is gonna be... Is... player power, power amount. Hey, yeah, it's going good, thanks. Yeah. We're just discussing or considering where all my games player stats should go. Ideally, should go in Player Manager because they weren't in Player Manager originally. But making the game, we're trying to. Yeah, that's basically all that's going to be, isn't it? At least for now. This is going to be the one that's going to be probably a bit more complicated. But yeah, I hope things are good for you. Yeah, don't be. If you have any questions about the game, let me know. If you wanna follow the journey, hit a follow and whatever. I don't know. I don't do this. I'm not used to like streaming, so whatever everyone says when streaming. What time is it? Okay, it's near the hour. So near the top of the hour, we'll do another like 5-minute break just so I can give my voice a rest, and then we'll stream for like another hour. And then I'll get back to you, not Silver, about your coding issue and whether I can even do it. I've not ever really been good with coding issues. Or like proper. Oh, yes. If you've got unit questions, I've been beating my head against for many years. Same. Yeah, how long have I been? I've been doing Unity for 8 years, I think. Yeah, professionally for like 6, but basically 8. But no, yeah, I don't have any questions. I'm never really asked if I have any questions normally. But no, I don't really have any questions. To be fair, things are going quite smoothly. This is mind all the errors. I'm migrating some code across to other scripts. Yeah, things are going quite well. I'm in so I've made a game design document. Hobby, free time. I have lots of free time as well right now. If earlier I had a job, within a Unity job earlier this year, and then like most people, redundancy happened. I made a fucking video about it on my YouTube channel. If you want to go watch that. But yeah, no, same. I've also got lots of free time, hence why I'm actually doing this and streaming, because I probably wouldn't be otherwise. But yeah, I even with getting jobs, because I'm still applying for jobs. Yeah, it is what it is, and you have to live with it. But at least making good use of the time, or trying to, with my croaky, sick voice right now. Lovely. But no, yeah, thank you. I hope you find something too. Or I hope you do whatever you want to do. I don't know whether you're actually looking for work, but no, thank you. Don't be afraid to like follow or anything. But cheers, thanks. Where was I? I was here. So essentially increased player power is essentially just going to be that. We're going to keep it like that. We're going to, because we may add more things later. Yeah, so change mission player power is going to be more. Fuck! I just forgot to change the alert to that. Thank you. God. Gives me a heart attack. God, I forgot to change to that noise. Yes, this is going to be a bit more complicated. I say complicated. It's basically just going to be a cut down version of this. But removing the hard coded values because we don't really need them. Because we're going to have player power be leveled up via XP, and that's going to take you through the whole game, but also temporarily increase during missions via, passive abilities. Do we? Because at the end of the mission, what we want to do is remove. Well, no, because if we're using mission player, yeah. We don't actually need to worry about removing mission player power. We just need to remember to reset mission player. That's all we need to remember to do. Okay. Because thinking about it, this is basically what it's going to be. If So if we're increasing it, we're going to have mission player power. So this is all the code is going to be, and then it's essentially just fucking copied code. So we might as well use this player power value and increase. What's the best course of action? Do we keep mission player power and then just have that for in the missions, and then leave player power in the player manager completely alone, or remove mission player power and just remove mission player power, just have this player power and change this to change player power and have the plus and minus one and increase decrease, and then just at the end of the mission decrease the player power. I think we do that one. I'm gonna go and say yeah, we do that one. So we're gonna oh god, it's gonna break a lot more, isn't it? So we're gonna complete remove mission player power. We don't need to set player power there, and we don't. Shit. That was. There we go. Right, yeah, we don't need change mission player power. We don't need you, and we don't need. I'm just gonna comment it out just for the time being. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. And then what we'll do is in here, we'll have what was the bool increase power, and then we'll do if increase power yeah, so we'll just do this. And then we just need to remember to when we're making the mission manager stuff to reset, do all the resets and all that stuff. That yeah, it's a lot cleaner than fucking having multiple. What am I thinking? Right. With that said, I'll leave you for a few minutes. I'll go back to here. I'm gonna leave you for a few minutes, just whilst I rest the voice, and we'll get some drinks and stuff in. Right. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Right. Back in a bit. Hello. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I just coughed in the mic. Jesus, I'm so... Oh my god, I'm terrible. Hello. Oh. One more hour. I promised I would do it this week. No more streams this week. We're going to try and get back on track next week. Oh, okay. Thank you. Cough. Yeah. We're good. So. Oh my god. Right. Yes. Let's just get back into it. So. What did I say? Oh, yes. No. Normally I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. I try to. I won't do another stream this week. I'm going to try and recover, and then I'll try and be back to what I was before, to the regular schedule next week. So, fuck's missed hit. No, I don't want to copy it. Yeah, I know we've got other things up. Yeah, no, I know what that is. Cool. Right, yes, fixing all the errors that I just caused by booting. Why did you change? Interesting. Sure. Did you change what? That's interesting. Oh, nice. If you want, I'll give you some points for that, because definitely art things or not, I don't do art things either. But in my sort of challenge to do, in my challenge to make a game, I have Jira. I decided to actually put a Jira together. I'm not doing story points because fuck that. But I decided to sort of try and plan a little bit. But we're starting to get to the end of the yeah, it's a project management sort of thing like Trello or some of those programs. Where you can sort of like drag tasks like back and forth. But oh yeah, no. Yeah. It's fine. But starting to get to the end of the coding part, where I then go into just proper like game design. I'll do the enemies, and then it's just like the art section for me. And I don't do art either. I can't do it. So I'm going to try and learn to do art and some sort of modeling on stream, which will be just great. I've heard of Tiger, yeah. I don't know how similar they're all basically the same thing, aren't they? It's just I just use Jira more in when I've had jobs, so yeah, no. But no, yeah, so I'm gonna be soon entering the art sphere as well. Once I can actually decide on some game stuff for this. Okay, so yeah, I presume that should be speed then. Yeah. I thought for a minute you didn't know what Jira was or like project management stuff, but yeah. I would have expected with like 14 years, but no, I understand. So, okay. So, with the speed stat, I think that should be the same as like player power, where it levels up via XP, and then also in missions you can temporarily increase it for that mission, then resets. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I can do whatever I want. Oh god, I'm just. Ah, yes. Yeah. Especially story points. If I ever get told I have to like define story points again, I'm gonna hate it so much. I don't really need base speed either. Where is base speed? There you are. I don't need a base speed, not yet anyway. I'll decide if I need it later. Previous speed may come in handy. No, I am using previous speed. I'm using it for some abilities. I need to keep previous speed for now, and I'll keep it there because I think that deserves it there. However, this, and I'll do that, save that, and then go increase player power. Let's do instead of increase. Let's do change player power, change speed. There we go. Perfect. What's here? Ooh, yeah. So instead of that, then let's do game manager dot instance dot player manager dot speed. Why are we not doing time dot delta? Should probably be doing. I'll look at the move later. I feel like we should be incorporating time dot delta time in there somewhere, but let's, because otherwise then it won't be right with the different FPS. We'll leave it for now, because we're not focusing on that right now. Yeah, okay, so that's player power. That's player power and speed. Let's move that, and let's remove. Keep you hidden like that for now. Okay, how many errors has this caused me? 12. Yeah, 12. Okay, that's not too many. Yeah, I'm just worried about. I forget if, because I know time dot time and time dot delta time. Time dot delta time like works best on different FPSs. But I think it should be good. It was a while ago since I did it. So I can't remember. Right. Oh god. All right, we're gonna have to change all these now. Okay. Yes. Okay. All I have to do is remember. Let's create. Because I'm gonna forget to do this. So let's actually go very quickly just back in here and just create a in the backlog. Actually, yeah, let's go into mission manager, and then at start and end of mission, set the correct player power and speed value. That'll just remind me just to, not fuck up, apparently, basically. Because I don't need to do that here. No. Don't need to do that here. We'll just make it a future Toby's problem. This is going to be quite an easy way to fix all this stuff. I'm going to open this up and bring this over here. Just so I can get through it quicker. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a bit tricky. damn. Okay, so for the attacking stuff, that's we actually have to think about this now. So base damage, and then we're timesing it by. Oh yeah, no, we're just timesing it by the player power. Duh. There we go. Cool. Yeah, bit more chill. Glorious. Oh yeah. We're not actually doing Glorious Phoenix right now, are we? But I will still change it because we need to. There we go. Do Danger Shark. Hello. There and. Oh, yeah, gee, I'm blind. Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, that should all be fine. Oh, there's actually not that... We don't actually access this as much as I thought we did. That's good. Brilliant. I suppose all the player power stuff is handled in main attack, which... everything else accesses, so I'm only really calling the need of player power once, ideally. Power... yeah, no. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. I know that's all sort of reused code, but we're doing it for now. Because this is just going to be a prototype. There we go. That's all those issues fixed with relation to speed and player power. Cool. Yeah, what was base? Was base speed? Yeah, it wasn't really used anywhere else, was it? What was base speed? Because I do need to now set them up in the game manager. So, I know, yeah, so player power was 1. What was speed? Oh, please say it's saved when I... Base speed 10, thank you. Base speed 10. We'll just set those there for now, then. And then I'll just remove that again. There we go. Come on, let's make it to 3 hours. Okay. Okay. Let's just do migration right now. Let's bring over draw power then. And then let's delete player data. Because all player data is going to be in player manager now. Okay. I have used a lot of scriptable objects in this game already. I don't know what you're referring to, but... Oh, fucking hell. Gee, that was high. So basically this is kind of like an action RPG deck builder I'm making. And all the cards are their own scriptable objects. And as well as damage types and all the status effects like conditions, they're all scriptable objects. Let me actually find a good, like, cards, some boost cards. So like bandage 1, that heals you, that's a scriptable object, and then if you go into its scripts, it triggers the ability. That's how much health. Yeah, those could be. I did think of, actually they still could be. I'm going to leave it like this for now, I think. Okay, no, what we're going to do is going to bring over draw power. Actually, we could just have a script. Play data could be the scriptable, and I'll just attach that to the play manager. Ooh, how would the save system? Does the save system? No, the save system will like that. Yeah, because it saves scriptable objects already. Okay. Cool. What we'll do then? Thank you for that. I did think about it, and I was like, nah, I think I'd rather have playstats as not that. But think about it, actually might be, now that I'm migrating everything across into Player Manager, it might actually be a lot cleaner. Update. Yeah, let's. Fucking okay. What we'll do then is moddable with script. I never thought about that. Yeah, that could be quite interesting. Yeah, no, script logic say, but like I've got over like 200 cards in my game, and just having them all be scriptable objects and just having what the cards do in the card scriptable object is so nice, because I just have a list of those scriptable objects cards, and it's really clean. Okay, what we'll do then is we will change player data to a scriptable object and place it in player manager, just so I actually remember. What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna bring out. Okay, yeah, let's go to play data. Let's go to play. Where are you? There you are. Okay. I think is play manager should be savable, shouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's move the saveable interface and all the capture state stuff into the player manager. I think, maybe. You can get super granular with SOs as well. Like I watched a video by BMO. Oh, I think I know MBO or BMO rather. What's it? I think we made a float variable and then had that's player houses. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Although generally you should try and treat scriptable objects as read-onlys. Also, it doesn't really matter that much. But no, yeah, I think I would definitely play around with that idea, I think. Yeah. Okay, right. So, back to this. So, draw power. There's nowhere else that we're doing anything with draw power, is there? No, I don't think there is. So. Okay, what we'll do then is we'll go to Game Manager, we'll remove player data. See, disable stuff does need to be on an object to save. Yeah. No, yeah, I'll just save. I'll do what I do with the card lists. Instead of having it be a list, it'll just be an object, and I save the scriptable object as that. Yeah. Would then, because I've debated that I have separate. I hate this. I really want to clean this up. It's disgusting. But I have essentially separate managers for like card collection and card database managers, and they can basically be bloody combined. But things like deck manager, I've been toying with the idea of putting the deck in the player manager / the data, or just having it separate. I think if we're making it scriptable objects, I think I might actually put it in the data. You probably only. I don't know fully how I want to do the deck manager anyway. I think I'm going to have a limited amount of decks the player can have, which makes sense. So like four or five deck slots. Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll focus on what we're doing right now. Oh, hey, how are you doing? Oh, my voice. Sorry, my voice. I'm ill. How are you doing? Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna comment out all this for now. I'm gonna comment that out for now, just so. And make it scriptable objects. We have draw power. We have. Do I want them to be properties in the scriptable object? Oh, nice. 1K to nice. Pretty cool. 1K to. Do I know what that is? And card game 1K. Do I know what that is? I should know what that is, right? Let me look that up very quickly. Oh, okay. I don't actually know what that is. Interesting. Very cool. Good luck with that. Damn. Leicester. Cool. Hope that goes well for you. Yeah. God. Yeah. I play in the Digimon card game, which is really. It's actually really interesting. Its resource system is something called memory, and the memory goes from 10 to 0 to 10 on like a gauge, and each card costs a certain amount of memory. But the moment you go over 0 and go into your opponent's side, you're giving them resource. So you sort of want to leave them on as little resource as possible. It's really interesting. But no, I hope that goes well for you. Also, hope life is good for you as well at the moment. If I go in here, then and make a. Can I make a scriptable object a property? Can I make Uh, Yeah, I'm not too bad. Still unemployed, sadly, from the redundancy, but going okay. I'm ill right now, if you can't tell from my voice. But yeah, apart from that, I'm okay. It's still going strong here. And then I want to see that in. Oh god. Will that update? Yes, okay, it will. Cool. I need to actually create the script file for it. Okay, so we'll migrate the savable stuff over to Player Manager, and then we'll have it save the player data scriptable, which will just contain all the information. I think that'll work. I think that'll be a nicer way of doing it. Because then I can just get the player data scriptable from the Player Manager. Also had another thought on the QuickTime Manager. I can probably just incorporate that into into the into the I think that would be a better place to put it than here. I think I'll do that, and then I'll figure something out for the card collection and deck stuff. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, so let's. I forget the syntax for it. Give me. It's gonna be you. Let me copy you. What is, as we have create, let's do create player data. And then these can be our different save datas. Yeah. Oh. I didn't say. Peter D. Jones, thank you for the follow. That scares me every time. It's far too loud for me. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, okay. Let's go into our scriptables. Let's create a folder for player data. Let's just create player data in here. We'll just call it player data. Do I want to make it more like that? I do hate how properties don't capitalize the first letter, but like, go off, I guess. I won't miss new follows though. That you are correct. I will definitely always catch them, even if they give me a heart attack. Okay, cool. We'll have that there. I'll decide whether I want them to be properties or not. I mean, whether I decide them to be properties or not will basically decide whether I have the functions in here to change the speed and player power, which is. I don't think I don't. Okay, let's not have them be properties then. Let's not. Because this is a property itself, the scriptable. Now let's do that, and then here's gonna have a problem. But if we do, I'm so addicted to the autocompletes. I really can't do anything without it. Excuse me. Thank you. That's true. Yeah, sometimes it just I don't know what it always does. It sometimes what was it? It like it doesn't. Wow, I'm trying to find the words here to describe what it does. It does kind of suck. It basically sometimes it does a similar thing. Let's see if it does it. This is one thing to do. Game manager dot. Oop. Are you not doing it now? Hello? Okay, I guess it doesn't want to fucking show you then. Oh, it's probably because it's not actually. Well done, Toby. Yeah. It's just basically alphabetical. This is what I hate. And not like most used. I would like it if it's like the thing you use most, and then it like does it based off that. But it just does it alphabetical. But also sometimes it doesn't. And the thing that would be at the top because it's alphabetical is it just picks something else. It's really weird. IntelliSense is really weird sometimes. Right, where am I at? Draw power. Where? Hang on. So where? Ooh, is? Did I do a? Oh God. Okay. Oh yeah, that's because I moved it. Let me check. I want prefabs. I want the basic player. Player hand. Player. Yeah, let's remove draw power manager from here and let's just not. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing here. To be fair, I think this was before I actually put any sort of draw power in. I think this was before I ever had any sort of play data. Yeah, so this needs to be. This needs to be migrated. Money, yeah. Tell me about it. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, let's go for a few more minutes. My voice is killing me though, so I might have to stop a little early. But that's fine. Yeah, let's just remove draw power manager from here because we don't need it. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is... Mission UI. Oh, wait, okay. I don't think it should have mission UI. I think that should be in... Oh, no, I know what that is. Yeah, okay, it should probably have that. I do get... Okay. Let's do that, and then go into Player Manager, and for the time being, let's just bung these here for now. I know some of these are sort of like useless variables, but like whatever. Or useless functions. Create more issues. We love creating issues. Play deck. We already have the deck. I don't yet. Yeah, this is all stuff from before I had all those other the game manager set up. So I need to clean all that up. So realistically, only it should be player controller, player health, player hands. That makes sense. Interactor. Yeah, I need to probably get rid of player deck. Yeah, this can be split amongst some other scripts, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, cool. We made some progress. We made a little bit of progress. My voice is killing me. I think it will have to go now. But thank you. Oh, wow. We're going to raid someone. Hello. Hello. Yeah, let's raid someone. Why not? Is full box on? Is someone on that we can raise in the department? Oh yeah, he is on. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know him. Cool. I hope I feel better soon as well. I think I was at the peak yesterday. I was really bad yesterday, but I'm getting better now. But we'll raid. And then full box, and then everyone on YouTube, thank you for watching. If there is anyone on YouTube, you can catch all the streams. They'll be uploaded on YouTube immediately, so you can catch them there if you miss anything. Thank you. I'll see you all soon. I'm not streaming on Thursday. I'm gonna rest because ill. Hopefully next week, Tuesday, Thursday, 12 UK time. Right. Thank you. Bye bye.